In this video, I'm gonna show you how to add shine and fix your hair color. I am a cosmetologist and hairstylist, and I have been working since 2010. So here, um, I'm going to do some color, and I show you step by step the product that I'm using, the tools, and the way to do it. So if you are doing like DIY hair coloring, taking care of your hair at home, probably sometimes you get some of those, dull, you get dull hair, or your color gets patchy, it doesn't look even, it's gonna lose the shine. So I'm here to help you to achieve a beautiful hair color. My name is Fatima. I am hairstylist and matrix artist, and here I share my work experience with you. We are online and we are live. So hi everyone. If you have my voice, and if you are here, please put your beautiful name for me and let me know where are you watching from. I'm gonna get prepared, and I am going to mix my colors. So while we are online, I'm gonna answer any question that you have. Right now, I washed my hair, just a shampoo, and I forgot to brush it. That's okay though. So I washed it, so we have a clean canvas. If you wanna add some shine and fix the all over color, get rid of the brassiness, the yellow pigments that you have in your hair, here is tutorial for you. The color that I'm going to use is a color with no ammonia, so it doesn't have any harsh ingredients, and it's gonna give a beautiful shine. As you see, this is my previous color, and I got it done more than 1 month ago. It's about 6 weeks that I toned my hair, and it is still beautiful and shiny. But the toner that I used last time, it was gold beige. This time I want to change it, and I am going to just cancel that. It's a little bit yellowy in some area, or a bit orangish, especially when it is dry. So hi, hello. Hi, Ahmed. Looking good. Thank you. Um, so now this time I'm gonna use another toner. And I am going to over the roots too. I fixed my gray hair recently, so right now I want to just add some shine to the top area, and I am going to cancel all those warm tone yellow orange remaining in the hair. Okay, so whenever you want to do your glossing or glossing, or if you want to do any corrective color in your hair, I recommend you to wash your hair and work on a clean canvas. We don't need a wet hair, but it's good to keep it damp. This way the color it's gonna work on your hair better. The color penetration would be better. Hi, where are you from? I'm from Persia. Hello, hello. Hi, Marina, Sammy. Good to see you all. And let me get ready and mix my color. Okay. First of all, I am going to put a color on that top area. The color that I am going to use is 6 Pearl. So you might have a different hair color right now. You might not need that number 6 that I am using. Why? Because everyone's hair is different. Some of them might be darker, some of you might be darker, some of you might be lighter. That's totally fine. Depending the canvas that you are working on, pick your hair product. So right now, in this area, as you see, I am light, I am medium brown, I am medium brown. That's why I picked number 6. So depending the level of darkness and lightness that you see on your hair, pick your color. Definitely I can go darker, but if I want to go lighter with the alkaline color or semi color or all those glossing available in the market, you cannot do it because those are designed just to add shine, and they cannot lift and lighten your natural hair color. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you too. It's good that you are here. So for the roots, we are going to use 6 pearl, and 6 pearl is medium blonde pearl. And this is an American system of naming the color. If you are living in, for example, in Persia, in Iran, they call number 6 light brown pearl. So you might see that difference, but don't let it confuses you. We are working on that canvas. So depending your hair color, pick your hair color, pick the number. This one is 6P, which means 6 pearl. I am going to use it on a root. Even though if you are not using the same color, but you are going to learn the technique and how to apply it on your hair, so you don't get that like uneven result on your hair. So let's go and mix our hair product. What I am going to use first is gonna be the root color. I always use a scale. Why? Because it helps me to know how much exactly I'm putting in my bowl. So this way, next time if I wanna change the formula, I know what exactly I need to do and how to change it. So I recommend you to use a scale. Some colors are measured on the side. You can go with that one. Some people just eyeball it. So it's your choice, but my recommendation, always measure your hair. My hair density is medium, and the length, as you see, is on top of my shoulder. This color that I am mixing right now, it is just for my root. First we are going to take care of the root, and then I am mixing another color for the ends, because as you see here, I'm a little bit darker, and on the ends I am lighter. I have some highlight. I don't want to use the color that I am using here on the end of the hair. Why? Because it's gonna cover all those highlighted hair. I don't want to lose the highlight. That's why I use a proper hair for this area. And then for the rest, from the area that it got highlighted, we are going to use something that is that the color number is good and proper for that level of the lightness, if that makes sense. If you have any question, put it in the comment below. I will be happy to help you. Right now I'm mixing the color for the root, and I keep it simple. I just use one color, which is my 6 pearl. Pearl is one of those hair color that cancels the yellow undesired tone. So if your hair looks kind of yellow or warm, and that's what you can use to fix it. Here I have one, it's finished, so I grab another, same number. For my hair I use like a bit about 40 grams of color, or about 1.5 ounces if you work with ounce. And the mixing ratio with the developer is 1:1. The color that I am going to use is Color Sync. This color is alkaline, it is ammonia free, and it doesn't irritate your scalp or irritate your hair. So my recommendation to you, if you are going to add shine to your hair, or fix your hair tonality in that area, go with the alkaline, or go with demi or semi hair color, because their level of alkalinity is very low, or they are in usually in an acidic part in the pH scale. That's why they give you more shine, and it's more pretty on the hair, and it's not damaging because there is no ammonia, and the level of alkalinity is not high. So right now I have about 1.5 ounces of color. I add about the same amount of developer. The developer that I'm using is 10 volume cream developer. 3. Okay. 10 volume or 3% hydrogen peroxide. So that one was for our roots. I'm gonna put the boxes away and we are going to start our work. It's better to wear something that you don't mind if it got stains, or cover your shirt with a cover or plastic cover or something like that. Because when we do color, especially when it is DIY hair coloring, you do it on yourself, things get messy sometimes. And always use a glove. Hey everybody, how are you from England? Can you cut my hair for me because it's too long for this area, George? I wish I could. I'm in United States. If you could come here, if you could come over, why not? Yeah, I know when it gets summer, it gets humid, it gets so warm, so people and get their come and get a new haircut. They refresh their haircut. They usually go short hair, and it's just hard to deal with a dense and big amount of hair during the summer, because especially for people who do like exercise or working outside, it's just hard to take care of very long, very thick hair during the warmer season. That I understand. I'm in United States, in central part. Please put it in the comment below. Where are you watching from? So now the color is mixed. This is the consistency. It's very creamy, very rich, and as I said, please, for toning your hair, for glossing your hair, use a demi color, demi hair color. This way, if things go wrong, you don't need to be worried and panic, because demi color are so forgiving and they usually last 4 to 6 weeks if you apply it and let it process properly. They're gonna last for you a good amount of time, and the hair care is important. So if you don't like the shape, it's gonna gradually it gradually fades and wash out, and you can try another toner. And as I told you, I had gold beige on the bottom of the hair. Now I would rather to go with a cooler tone like ashy violet to cancel those brassiness, and I'm able to do that. Why? Because I used demi permanent hair color, so I don't have to stuck with the previous color that I put on my hair, if it makes sense. Okay, I have a bowl here to put this in there, and let's start. Okay, always start from the part because it makes things easier and you can work much nicer. So the area that I am going to color, as I told you, is a darker area, is my root. I don't want to go over the highlighted area, so I'm going to bring the color all the way kind of like here. For that area, for the bottom area, we're going to mix another color. Hello everyone, hi. Put your name for me. Where are you watching from? My name is Fateme. For those of you who you don't know me, I am a hairstylist and hair educator with Matrix brand. I have been doing hair since 2010, and I always do my hair. So if it comes to the haircut, to highlight, to color, I do it myself. And I see sometimes my clients come to the salon and with a hair disasters. Why? Because they color their own hair sometimes, and they go with the box dyes on a shelf in a drugstores, or you know, not hair product shops. And if their color goes wrong, they're gonna be left with that kind of, you know, bad look, and I know it doesn't feel good. So I'm here to share this technique with you. So whoever wants to do their own hair, here you are going to learn how to color your hair like a pro. So I like this brush. Why? Because it has a very wide head and it covers a big area, so you can work much faster. The section that you are picking, it shouldn't be very thick. So the thickness should be the way that you could be able to see your hand behind that. As you see, this way the color will cover all of those hair that needs to be colored, right? And at this area with the edge of my brush, I gradually bring the colors down to kind of feather it down and not creating that harsh line of the color. So next subsection, we move nicely section by section to the hair. Again, good amount of color, not too much, not very little, because you wanna get a nice, even, beautiful coverage, right? So like even amount all over that bristles, that brush. I'm gonna put it here, and gradually when I get a little bit lower in the hair, I use the edge of my brush and kind of like a zigzag shape. I just bring it to the bottom area to avoid creating that harsh line. So a little bit about colors. This color doesn't cover your gray hair unless you use a warmer shade and unless you use like a double N series or NW series. So in order to cover your gray, you need to pick a right product. Right now, I am not concerned about covering my gray. It is covered already. This color that I'm using is just for adding the shine. So it's a glossing hair color services that I am receiving right now. So gradually we go section by section until we reach the top area of the ears, and just bring the hair up, nice and clean section, to make sure that you don't miss any spots. So about the color that I am using, for some of you who are interested, I'm using Matrix. And by the way, this video is not sponsored. It's just my personal experience as a person who get her hair color and as a person who color other people hair. Now I want to share my experience with that with you. I have been using this color since I think 2020. It's very gentle. There is no ammonia. It's vegan, And recently they put it in a bigger box, as you see. So we had like 60 grams of color before, now it is 90 grams. So it was 2 ounces of color before, now it is 3 ounces. So you get more. The brand is Matrix. The name of this color is Color Sync. This is an alkaline, this is no ammonia hair color, so there is no ammonia, and it is good for glossing, glossing alkaline demi. It lasts about 4 to 6 weeks. For me, it lasts to 6 weeks, up to 6 weeks, and it doesn't get faded unless you use pool, you go to the beach, you wash your hair a lot, you use hot water, you use like any kind of shampoo, like not proper shampoo for color treated hair. So you need a shampoo to that is good for colored hair. You know what I mean? If the shampoo is not sulfate free, you gradually the toner will be washed out faster. That's the reality. Yeah. So it's very important how you take care of that color. If you have any question, please put it in the comment below. I can read the comments. Even though I have my glove, I still can't touch the screen. So it comes in 60 shades, and it needs 10% cream developer, which is not 10%, 10 volume cream developer. I'm sorry, which is equal to 3% that you see in some developer bottles in the market. It's the same thing. 3% or 10 volume cream developer are the same thing. The mixing ratio is 1:1, which means 1 part of color is gonna be needs to be mixed with 1 part of developer. For example, right now I mixed about, for example, 40 grams of color, and I add 40 ml of developer. So it's easy to remember. I use this color on my clients who have a curly hair, who have a straight hair, who have a very coily kind of afro type of hair, and they were all good. So it is good for all type of hair. It doesn't dry out your hair. You don't feel any burning or tingling or irritation during the hair color. Before doing my color, I just washed my hair. And you know, when you wash your hair, you're gonna lose that natural oil that you have on your scalp. So if that was a harsh product, right now I should feel that burning, but I don't, because the level of the alkalinity is very low, and that's why it doesn't hurt the scalp and it doesn't dry out your hair. It said it's gonna add, it adds shine. It adds shine, and it gives you up to 50% gray coverage. But if you use some of the shades like from the neutral group or neutral warm or gold or double N series, especially the double N series is gonna give you up to 75% gray coverage, which is amazing. Recently we got 3 new shades like 3NN, 8NN, 5NN. So for those of you who have very dark hair, 3NN is gonna be good for you. If you have like a medium brown, the 5NN would be good on you, probably, depending to the level of the hair. And if you have a light hair like medium blonde, you can use the 8NN. You can mix the shades from the Super Sync together. So I have all these boxes from the previous one. Still they are intermixable. there is no problem. You can do that. All of them follow the same system. Now that I'm done with the front area, I started from the from my part, colored, started and went to that area, and then from here to here. Now all the fronts are covered. To color the back of the hair, I am going to create a line from the top of the head using my brush tail to the back of the ear, as you see, and bring it all the way forward. And use this brush and going like that. The more that you do it, the better that you get in this. And the other side, same thing, from the top of the head to the ear. I section the hair and then go like this. Bring all those areas that belong to the back and do this. For the back of your head, if you have anyone at home, you can use their help. It's much easier to have someone at home helps you rather than doing it yourself. If you are alone or if you want to do it yourself like me, that's okay. It's better to use another mirror in the back of your head. This way you will be fine. So this section, as you see, my highlighted started from here. I don't go that far. I am using a piece of foil, or you can use a piece of sweet mesh. Obviously, I am a hairstylist. I have those things handy. If you are not a hairstylist, don't worry. Just use a piece of plastic and put it on top of the head and then bring this that way. Why I'm using this? This is good for those of you who have a lighter hair at the bottom and you have highlighted pieces and you don't want to stain that area, because the color that we are using in that area, it's brown, right? It's a medium brown, and we don't want to use the same color on the bottom. That's why I put this here. I don't use any paper towel. Why? Because paper towel could absorb some of those colors and you don't want that. That's why using a plastic would be much better than using something like fabric, or like something like a cotton kind of fabric. The next section, what I'm using, just bring this section up, use your finger, put it in that area and touch your scalp. Wherever you touch your scalp, let that section go. Use the tip of your brush, and from here all the way to the other side of the head, we pick our section, right? And we grab some color. Now, wherever I put my finger, it's where that it needs to be colored, right? Here, and definitely the top area. That's it. And again, it's better to use someone help you to color the back of the head, otherwise it's gonna be hard. Okay, again, that area you can divide it to 2 sections, or no, just one big section. Pick your color, get your color, and just by bringing this up and feeling your scalp, your skin, you know where you should put that brush down. Here it is. I can feel my scalp. This is my new subsection. So I'm going like that to the bottom and to the top. To the bottom and to the top. Again, I can feel my scalp here, but putting my finger there, this tip of brush is touching my finger, so my finger is guiding that brush kind of all the way across the back of the head. This is another section, subsection, And when I pull it up, I can feel my scalp here. Oh, okay, here we go. I need to put my hand here and grab some more color wherever I feel my finger. Here, down, 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 up, up, up. Again, if you lost it, that's okay. Just touch the scalp, feel it, find the area, and as I said, use a mirror. Use a mirror because it's gonna make your job easier. Next, same thing. So this is the very beginning of that area, the new area that I just divided. Up, up, down, down. And I am just coloring the darker area, my base color, not the bottom part, right? And it's better to put your bowl beside you. This way you don't have to turn your body, and you then don't get color. This way you won't get color everywhere on the floor, on your pants. It might happen. So it's good to put a towel on your lap or wear a proper clothes, something that you don't mind it if you get dirty. Here we are getting close to the end of that area. Here again, putting the finger on this area where it was divided. With this, I feel my finger, put it down and move both of them together. My finger is guiding the hand that has brush in it, and bring it up, feeling the scalp. Again, applying the color. And it's not perfect, I know, but as I said, this color is demi-permanent. So if for any reason something happened and I didn't like this color, I would be fine, because after like about 2 months it's gonna be faded, and if I want it to be faded faster, I am going to use clarifying shampoo to just remove that color, just in case something happened. You need a towel for sure, and that's it. Here we go. Okay, now there is a line of hairline here that we need to take care of that, right? So I'm gonna bring all the hair up. Use my brush. Again, even nice amount of color. Feeling the hair, feeling the scalp. I know that I have about 2 inches or 5 centimeters of hair growth, and I just applied in that area. To the other side, same thing. So if your hair density is like mine, kind of medium density with that much of the root, I used 1.5 ounce of color, which is about 45 grams, right? Look, this much is left. So I'm just sharing that because you can kind of guess how much color you need if you have that much of hair. Or if you have more, you need to put more in your bowl. If you have less, just mix less color. But always, always just put that formula down, write it down so you know how much you put, especially if you are mixing different hair colors together, so you can follow that formula and get the same result. Now that we are done with the root touch-up, we are going to touch the bottom area to what? To get rid of all those brassiness. As you see, there are different level of darkness and lightness in that hair, right? I have some level 9 going on. These are the highlighted area. Some of those are level 6. Some of those are orangey. If you don't want to lose your highlight, the color that you are going to pick should be picked properly by considering the level of lightness that you have here. Let me show you something. This is the hair color book. I am going to show you something and explain it a little bit more, so that way it's gonna make more sense for those of you who wants to mix your own color. Here on my root, my level was 6. Here, I was here. And the color that I used was 6P. So always these numbers that you see that follows usually by another number or another or a letter, the first one on the left tells you how dark or how light is the color. When you see 6, level 6 is here, and I picked level 6 pearl, which is on a cool side, which helps to remove that yellowy, kind of very light orangey undesired tone. It's gonna remove that, okay? But for my bottom area, the rest of the hair, as you see, some of them are this color, some of them are this color, some of them are this, and some of my base color are mixed in that. If I go with the darker one, I'm gonna cover all of those highlighted hair. And I don't want that. I want to still be able to see all those highlighted hair. So I need to tone it properly, right? What I'm gonna do, my toner is kind of on level 9. I go with level 9. And the rest of the area that have other color on it, since we are using a demi color, it gets shine. It gets shiny, but wherever it's highlighted and it's orangey, the oranginess will be cancelled. Okay? Please give me, ask any question if you have. I hope it's not confusing you. I know this is kind of like hair stuff in a professional way, but I would like you to know and think about it with an open mind and know what you should consider when you wanna pick your hair color. Okay, so right now we are going to tone the bottom area by considering the lighter area. So the number on the bottom area will be 9, right? What color, what shade I should go with? If you are going to cancel any oranginess, you need to use something that has blue. If you look at the color book, the color wheel, as you see, orange and blue are in front of each other, right? Which means there are complementary color. At the same time, they cancel out each other. So in order to get rid of that oranginess, I need a color that has some blue pigment. What color has blue pigment? Ash. You can use ash, you can use smoky, all those colors, or even violet helps a little bit, or pearl, or titanium. In order to use that yellow undesired tone, look, in front of the yellow is purple, right? So I need something with purple pigment that has a dominant purple pigment to get rid of that yellowiness. What do we have in the color book to cancel that yellow undesired tone? Is that color is violet series, pearl series. So any of those colors can help you to get rid of those yellow undesired tone. So I got this out of the book for you. So as you see in the book, you see that blue line, which means they have all blue dominant pigment, right? And we said that we need number 9, right? If I go lighter, I don't see that much of result. If I go darker, the highlighted area will be darker. I don't want that, so I'm gonna go with level 9. Right now here I have 10A, which is 10 ash, and 8A. How I'm going to get level 9? Because here is just level 10 and level 8. That's easy. You use your level 10 and your level 8, mix them together, equal part of each gives you level 9. It brings you to the mid part, right? So I am going to use half of 10A and half of 8A to achieve level 9 that is missing here. If you are just level 8, simply just use level 8 to get rid of all those brassiness. If you are level 10, good for you, just use 10. For me, that level 8, that level 9 is missing. I can create that by using half part of 10, half part of 8. I'm creating a level 9. There is another way to create that middle level 2. You can use your clear color. There are some clear color in the market. It should be the same color. Like if you are using alkaline color, if you are using demi color, it should be in the demi series. You can, for example, if you have 8, equal part of 8 and equal part of clear is gonna give you level 9, one level higher. So you can dilute whatever you have and level it up by adding clear to it. Okay, how are we doing? Put something in the comment below for me and let me know how do you feel and if you have any question. Okay, so one of my color will be level ash, and the other one I am going to use my violet series. Why? Because violet has violet pigment which contract, which cancel what? It's gonna cancel yellow, right? They are in front of each other in the color wheel. This is so important if you are mixing the color. So these two, any colors in front of each other, they can cancel each other out. So here we are. We have level 10 violet and 8 violet, and as I told you, the level 9 is missing, so I'm gonna put half of this and half of that, and it gives me level 9, right? I need violet and I need level 9 of ash, right? This is ash. Since I don't have any 9, I had 10 and 8, so I can mix half and half. For those of you who are not hairdresser, you don't have to have all those colors at home. I use them because I have them for my client and I have, different colors that I can go with. For you, you can just get one clear and the color that you would like. What would cancel a purplish red? This is a very great question, Morgan. Look at this. Like, always go to your color wheel. The purplish red is here, right? It's mahogany. If you want to cancel this out, what is in front of that? Light green, right? So any color that has green pigment, it can cancel that purplish red. With matrix, we have jade series. Jade are the series that have the greenish pigment in them. I am going to show you here. Jade. If it is here in this book, hopefully it is. In some other brands, matte has green pigment. So just look for a color that has a green pigment. In some brand, it might be olive. So that's what you need to cancel that purplish red. That was a great question. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for your question. I'm sure other people have questions, but sometimes it's just like when it comes to color, it gets confusing, and I know that. But little by little, when you educate yourself and you understand the science behind that, it gets easier. I'm here. If you have any question, I would be happy to help you. So, in order to create level, any level, if you don't have that exact level, what we do, we can use like the level above and a level below that. I'm using half 8A, okay, like about, okay, 0.4, 0.410A, 0.48A. Okay, now in my bowl I have 9A, right? That 9A is gonna take care of that orangey tone in my hair. That's it. Now I see some yellow pigment in here that I don't like to, and I don't like to see them, right? How I am going to cancel it? I am going to use my 10 violet and 8 violet because they are on level 9, right? And level 9. So, equal part. That's it. That was 8. And this one is my 9. Okay, here it is. Okay. So if you are using grams, for example, 20 grams of each shade, for example, 20 grams of 8A and 20 grams of 10A, it's gonna give you 40 grams of 9A and equal part of developer. That's it. I'm using 10 volume cream developer because by using 10 volume, the color longevity would be more. I get more color depositing onto my hair. So if you wanna fix the highlighted area or the bottom of your hair and you don't want to see any changes in your natural base, go with 10 volume cream developer on a damp hair or use a activator. So the level of the power of the developer should be low. This way you don't get any lifting or lightening on your natural base. Does it make sense? Everybody? Morgan, are you here still? Write down something for me if you have any question. Okay. Here is the second color. As you see, I am going to adjust a bit more. The mixing ratio on this color is 1:1, and if you look at the bottom area, it shows you a bottle and a tube, and it said 1 dot what? 1:1, which means like 1 part of color goes with 1 part of developer. Here. So for this area, for the bottom area, you can apply it on a damp hair, you can apply it on a dry hair, but if you have a very dry hair, very porous or damaged hair, I recommend you to spray some water into your hair. Or even better, if you have access to professional hair products, go and use some porosity equalizer hairspray. or what I'm using from Matrix if I work on a very dry and damaged hair. I put some Insecure. This hairspray works kind of like a leave-in conditioner hairspray, and it's gonna give you an even nice canvas, so you don't you're gonna create a beautiful, nice, even color on your hair. I'm just adding just a little bit of water, so this way it moves in my hair smoothly, and using a clean brush, starting from here. And let's see what's going on here. As you see, it is still on a brown, that medium brown shade, but it's canceling that warmth that it was in the hair. Here, adding the second color to the bottom area. So in case I ran out of the color, and I can mix another bowl, because I know exactly how I formulated my color, right? So please write down your formula. Here and here, to melt these two areas together, you can use your finger or bring the color to the top area, because we are going from lighter to darker and it doesn't affect that area, the darker area. Now let's move a little quicker into the hair. So if you are going to create a color that is shiny, if your goal is to achieve a shiny hair color, it's better to go with demi-color, demi-permanent or semi-permanent. These are the color that gives you the most shine. You can just use the clear color. Any brand that you are using, they have clear, which means they are not pigmented. It is kind of like white color, and what it does, it's gonna create shine for you. If you want to add some like tone or tonality to your hair, for example, if you have a beautiful red hair and you want to have like a brighter, beautiful hair, you can mix that red color, but from the Demi series, and put it into your hair. It's gonna have a beautiful shine. If you wanna canceling any undesired tone, for example, if you are using any if you see any oranginess, go with the ash series. If you see any yellow undesired color, go with the violet or pearl series. If you see any red undesired color, go with green series, with matte, with olive, or jade series. Morgan, you have another question. If you don't want it to last very long at all, just a few weeks, can you use it without developer? That's a great question, Morgan. If you want to get a color that doesn't go with a developer, use a semi-permanent hair color, because semi-permanent hair color are direct dye, right? So those color pigment are already developed and ready to go to the hair structure, and they always deposit on the surface of the hair. They don't penetrate into the cortex of the hair. They don't go deeply to the inside part of the hair structure. That's why they create a lot of shine. They are vivid, and that's why that they fade faster. Why? Because they are just on the surface, not inside the color. So for that purpose, never use any permanent color, please. Also, you can use demi color. Some color, for example, I don't know if you have any access to like shade EQ from Redken, or if you have any access to tunnel control from matrix. These colors don't, they are designed for pretty lightened hair, and they are designed for even regular hair, but they don't shift your natural level, and they're gonna sit on the top of the hair even though we use developer with them. So these type of color, these are demi-acidic. This one that I am using is demi-alkaline, which gives me full body, a little bit deeper color. This one is demi-acidic, which gives me kind of like translucent and luminous kind of hair color. If I want to compare them for you, this one is like lipstick, the other one is like lip gloss. So these are see-through, and they have a beautiful great shine that is very eye-grabbing. So depending to what kind of look you want to achieve, and these are good, and both of them, they will be faded after, as I said, 24 washes. But the more you wash it, you're gonna lose it faster. If you don't use like shampoo for color hair, it's gonna be faded a little bit quicker. If you use poo, it's gonna be faded color quicker, faded quicker. If you use heat or hot water, all of them causes you know, to lose your color quicker. You said if you don't want to last very long at all, just a few weeks, can you use it without developer? So we said for that purpose, it's better to use semi-alkaline, or you can use this that I use, but just put it on a damp hair. Put it on a damp hair, and you should be fine. That way it is more like semi-permanent effect than demi. Yes, that's true. It's gonna be more semi effect. You got this, Morgan. Morgan Harris. Beautiful questions. Morgan, are you a hairstylist or cosmetology student? I love those questions. Thanks, understood. You're welcome. Now tell me please, what color do you want to achieve and what is your current level? Do you have a dark hair, medium hair, light hair, and what is your desired look? I wish I could bring you up. I could just have your voice on this video so we could talk like more freely and easier to each other. But it's good that you can put comment, and I can see your comment. Morgan, if you said you are not hairstylist. If you are hairstylist, or if you are cosmetology or barber or esthetician student, I have a color class tomorrow at 12 to 1 o'clock Central Time, United States. It's on Zoom, and we are going to learn about hair colors, different type of toners, the acidic toners, alkaline toners, and what you can do with them. So you can register through Salon-Centric, www.saloncentric.com. You go to the Learn Education and Matrix class. The name of the class is Color Sync, and the artist, the teacher will be Fateme. It's me, Fateme Tabande. You're gonna see all the information there. I'm trying to cancel out too much purple in a semi-permanent dye. I was wondering if a toner would help. Yes, it does help. You said I am trying to cancel out too much purple in a semi-permanent dye. Do you mean that the color that you used before was a semi-permanent? And I have another recommendation for you, Morgan. If you see too much of purple or any kind of color that you want to get rid of, use a good clarifying shampoo. I mean, if you live in United States, you can find it in Sally's Beauty. There is a shampoo that I recently got. The name of that, I haven't got it recently. I got it a few years ago, but it's strong and it's very good. The name of that shampoo is Quantum, and it is a clarifying shampoo. Just give yourself a good shampoo like twice to get rid of as much as possible of those purplish tone. And then after that, you're gonna be leave with a canvas like with all those remaining purple. If you are going to cancel purple, you need violet. I'm gonna show you the color wheel one more time. Let me just to massage this color into my hair, and then I'm gonna bring the shampoo and show it to you, and we are talking about the toner. Where do you live, Morgan? Are you in the United States? And please tell me what is your hair level right now. I mean, is the US. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so you can find matrix hair color online, even on Amazon. Okay, and do you have like medium or light purple in your hair? How dark is the color? Do you know what color you used before? Let's see how we can help this lady to fix her hair. I'm excited. Morgan, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, so whatever is remaining, I'm just putting in all of my hair and massage it to make sure that it is covered. Morgan said, my hair is dark brown with semi-permanent mahogany dye on top. Dark brown with semi-permanent mahogany dye on top. So your natural hair is dark brown. And you put semi-permanent mahogany dye on top. How many times did you repeated that pepper, that mahogany color in your hair? It matters. If your hair is dry, it's gonna grab more hair color. If you repeat that color for several times, you're gonna have layers and layers and layers of colors depositing into your hair. And yes, they call it semi-permanent color, and yes, they say that it's gonna stay on the surface of the hair, but I'm telling you, some of these colors are so stubborn, especially the red series, the mahogany series, the cherry series, or purple one. It goes deep, deep in the hair. I colored one of my doll head, one of the mannequin head, with a conditioner, colored conditioner. It wasn't even a semi-permanent color. It was kind of like just conditioner that deposit color to your hair. And it was dark red. So I washed this mannequin head with that clarifying shampoo 3 times. And all the times there was a lot of red pigment that, you know, they were coming out of the hair structure. And still, after that, I had to use some color remover to remove that dark, to remove that red. You said once I wanted some natural red, but I wanted it not too purple. But it is too purple. Oh, got you. You have some blue pigment added to that red color that you had already on that time, I don't know, or The red that you got was purplish red, so it was some blue pigment involved. That's why you see that type of kind of like mahogany color. Here is my advice, my recommendation. You can use, okay, now that I have applied my color, the processing time is 20 minutes. Obviously, we have been doing this for more than 20 minutes. So I'm gonna rinse it like maybe in 10 minutes. Just let the bottom part process. And as I said, this color doesn't have any ammonia. So that's okay if you let it sit a little bit more. But if you are home and if you have time, that's okay. Uh, if it lets sit a little bit more in your hair, you don't need to get panic. You said so. It sounds like it is better to just wash it out and start over rather than trying to cancel it. Actually, if you cancel it with green, you can cancel that mahogany with green, but you kind of get like a medium brown again. You don't get red because green is canceling red as well. So you will be left with kind of, warm brown. If you want to do green, my recommendation, just take some like a picture, like a section, as big as you can see the result on it, and just apply that if you have any green, if you have any jade color. With Matrix, we have jade series, which is good for canceling that that mahogany thing. But since you said it looks purple, I recommend you to add some yellow pigment as well, which is gold. So yellow or gold is gonna cancel the purplishness. And the green helps with the reddish part. You know what I mean? But I think it's better to first use use the clarifying shampoo. It's not like that it's gonna remove all of that. No, it needs to be repeated. Just keep this in your mind. By using clarifying shampoo, the hair feels dry after that, because it's one of the treatments that we do in the salon to prepare the hair, for example, for keratin treatment or for perm. So this is a professional product that needs to be used in the salon. Using it as a regular shampoo, it's not recommended because it could dries out your hair and scalp a little bit. If you want to remove that pigment, that's okay, do it, but after that use a good mask in your hair. This way the pH of the hair will be balanced and back to normal, and you don't feel that kind of roughness in the hair. You know what I mean? So you can repeat that several times to take out as much as possible. There is a product. It's called Malibu C. Probably you saw it online on Instagram or YouTube. You can look it up. It's on my Instagram that I removed black hair from a lady's hair. It's so gentle. It doesn't affect your natural root. It works just on an area that is colored, that you use artificial color on that. It's gonna remove all those artificial pigment. Apply it. It's kind of like a crystal powder. You put it in a warm water. Just follow the direction and apply it. It could be used even with a 10 volume developer. So you can use it with your developer as well. Put it in the hair, massage it, put a cap, go under the dryer, and after that you see that lots of that pigments comes out. And it's gentle. It doesn't damage the hair. There is another thing in the market as well. It's called Matrix Color Eraser. It's kind of like a packet like this. There are some pencils, like yellow pencil with eraser on that. It is a color remover for semi-color. So the color remover that you see in the market, some of them are designed to remove the permanent dye. Some of them are designed to remove the semi-permanent dye. It could be matrix, it could be anything else. I use matrix, I know how it works. If you can find other product, that would be good. Just read the package. Something, a good remover for semi-permanent dye, or use Malibu to remove as color as much as possible. Clarifying a few times, treat dryness with mask. This is what you wrote, and then cancel the remaining purple with some yellow. Yes, and yellow, your yellow could be, if you use matrix, it could be gold series, it could be W series, and use something not very dark. For example, especially after removing a color, it's good to go with one level higher. Otherwise, all those cuticles are open and grab more and might look darker a little bit. So it's better to level up your toner when you are using it after your color remover. I hope that helps you. My hair channel is Hair Care Masters. I am a hair color educator. I would be happy to help you. If you have any further question or need product recommendation, just put a comment in the comment below. Any of you, I would be happy to help you. My hair channel is Hair Care Masters in TikTok, in Instagram, and in YouTube, and I share hair tutorial. Usually when I'm working in the salon, I get permission from my client, and while I'm working on their hair, if it is keratin treatment, if it is color, if it is haircut, if it is styling, I record from the beginning to the end, and I share the formula with you. I review the hair color product. I have another channel. The name is Fateme Beauty. That channel is in Farsi or in Persian because my main language is Farsi. So that's my main channel, and I have more followers on that channel. If you would like to check that out, that would be great. If you like to learn like hair tips and tricks, please consider subscribing to my channel. I hope that was helpful for you. Take care of yourself, and let me know if you have any questions.